My name is Freedom Cole, and I've written this book, Science of Light, for an introduction to Vedic astrology. An important note to make on how is this book different than all the other introductory books out there. Very important point. The difference between this book and so many other books out there is one of the goals of this book is not just to introduce you to a few Vedic astrology concepts and leave you dependent upon the book. It's to actually guide you into learning Vedic astrology and tap you in to some of the ancient Vedic astrological texts that have been around for thousands of years. Some people go to teachers and learn from the teachers, and they have no clue where the information is actually coming from. This book is breaking that Western conception where the person is trying to own the knowledge and taking it a step back into the traditional way of learning, where it's the rishis that are the sages of ancient India. And it's going back into trying to understand their teachings. So we're not trying to understand a modern person's teachings. We're going back millennia, teachings that have lasted for millennia, and trying to understand these ancient sages, what they were teaching, what they were sharing with us, and being able to pick up a book that contains their teachings and actually understand it. Some people have been studying Vedic astrology for years and haven't tapped into those ancient texts yet. We are going to start by tapping into those ancient texts. In India pretty recently, there was a Vedic astrology course that was made international, and they accepted international students into the course. And the biggest problem they had was that they only were using these 1,000-year-old texts as part of their curriculum. They didn't have any modern textbooks. All the Westerners were, where are the textbooks? The Indians were like, oh, just pick up a copy of all these older books, which to the Westerner were just too hard to actually crack into, because there was no halfway point into how to get into these ancient texts. So this book here, the goal is to hold your hand, to learn Vedic astrology, and to lightly tap you into these texts, to guide you. Read this chapter, read this section here. This is what this means. Go here. This is how you understand this. This is what the tradition says. This is what So this book is guiding you to learn in the ancient traditional way, yet it is formatted in a way that a Western mind can grasp and work with. So that's the difference between this book and many of the other Western Vedic astrology introductory texts presently out there.